Good afternoon and welcome to another BreakTraders midday show. We are so excited to have you here with us on this Thursday, July 8th. We have 4 eBay breaks scheduled today, but we'd like to break some more stuff after that, if y'all are interested. So we're still running that 30% off, or not 30%, I apologize, the 20% off 2021 Chronicles Draft Picks Hobby using the code CRON77, CRON77. And then in addition to that, for all of our viewers today, we wanted to give them a special thank you for joining us in the middle of the day here. So join our Luminance release party tomorrow night and you can get a nice discount, 25% off our Luminance breaks with the code LRP25. Yes, do not forget to like today's show. And we're going to get started here in just a second with some Diamond Kings baseball, but we do have some teams to auction off. And we're going to do them in group packages right here. The first one is going to be the Dodgers, the Marlins, the Brewers, and the Twins. And we're going to start this 4-pack of teams off at $5. $5 for this Dodgers, Marlins, Brewers, Twins 4-pack. We have 5 from Shannon. 5 from Shannon. Do we have 10? $5 from Shannon. We will start this countdown. 30 seconds on the clock. Or Slack. Sorry about that. Shannon won the first bid, and the next one is going to be the Athletics, Pirates, and Giants starting at $5. 5 from Shannon there, and we will start this countdown. There we go. That one's going to Shannon. And then our last 3-pack is going to be the Mariners, the Rays, and the Nationals for $5 as well. And this might just become the Shannon break. Nothing wrong with that. $5 from T-Man. T-Man trying to trying to get in there. 5 from T-Man. Let's start the countdown. And Shannon's handing over the reins to T-Man on this one. John, I think you can put T-Man in the winner, unless that was a fake out by Shannon, but it doesn't seem to be the case. There we go. T-Man, you have it for $5. $5 right there. Yep. All righty. We've got those teams loaded, and we are ready to rock and roll. Here we go. This is break 981, the 2021 Diamond Kings one box pick your team. Here we go, right off the bat. It's who lives, who dies, who tells your story. Trevor Story of the Rockies going to Shannon, followed by an Estevan Florial RC of the New York Yankees, also going to Shannon. Walter Johnson of the Washington Senators, which means he's a Washington Twin. John, if you want to make a note about that in the showtime right there. Walter Johnson of the Washington Senators, now the Minnesota Twins. Then we have Marcell Ozuna of Atlanta and Frank Thomas of the Chicago White Sox right there. And it looks like we have a filler, and right underneath that, we're going to have a Christian Pache Elegant. And that is an elegant card of the Atlanta Braves going to Thomas. And then following that up, we have a Diamond Kings debut, Alex Kirilloff of the Minnesota Twins going to Shannon. And then of the Boston Red Sox, it's Joe Wood. We have Bryce Harper of the Phillies going to Joey G, followed by Isaac Paredes of the Detroit Tigers. The Detroit Tigers RC going to Shannon. Charlie Keller of the Yankees, followed by Joey DiMaggio of the Yankees as well. And then it looks like we're going to have our first portrait in this one, and it is going to be Grover Alexander, the throwback Grover Alexander of the Philadelphia Phillies going to Joey G. Next up, we have a Legacy Lithographs, and that is Johnny Bench of the Cincinnati Reds. Johnny Bench of the Cincinnati Reds, and that is going to be going to Shannon, followed by Yogi Berra of the New York Yankees. And then we have a debut Diamond Kings Brady Singer of the Kansas City Royals going to Shannon. Nate Pearson of the Toronto Blue Jays going to Mark. Nate Pearson of the Toronto Blue Jays going to Mark, followed by Lou Brock of the St. Louis Cardinals going to Ross. Mike Trout of the Los Angeles Angels going to Mark. Jose Garcia of the Cincinnati Reds going to Shannon. That's a rookie right there, followed by Buster Posey. And then we have a Jose Abreu aficionado of the Chicago White Sox, followed up by Chris Bubich of the Kansas City Royals going to Shannon, and Tyler Stevenson of the Cincinnati Reds going to Shannon as well. We have the Clark Schmidt RC of the New York Yankees going to Shannon, followed by Ted Williams of the Red Sox, DJ LeMahieu of the Yankees, the Chicago Cubs, Ryan Sandberg, all of those going to Shannon. And then we have Mark McGuire of the St. Louis Cardinals, the Club Edition, and that is going to Ross. Followed by a Ryan Mountcastle RC, and then a Diamond Kings debut, Tyler Stevenson of the Cincinnati Reds. And then our memorabilia auto, oh but boy, it is a Tristan McKenzie, and that is out of 99, and that is the two-patcher auto. Two-patch auto, that's of the Cleveland, and that is going to Shannon. And folks that are here, if you're new to Break Traders, feel free to use promo code NEWBT at BreakTraders.com for 10% off your first purchase at BreakTraders.com. We had a filler in there. Then we have Sixto Sanchez of the Miami Marlins going to Shannon, followed by Honus Wagner of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Honus Wagner of the Pittsburgh Pirates, followed by Sherten Apostle of the Texas Rangers. Then we have Joe Morgan of Cincinnati, Vlad Guerrero of Toronto. We have a Stan Musial, the Art of Hitting of the St. Louis Cardinals, going to Ross, followed up by Cal Ripken of the Baltimore Orioles and Al Colleen of the Detroit Tigers. I like these Diamond Kings cards. Just a nice, fun, cheap break. Luis Gonzalez of the Chicago White Sox RC going to Shannon, followed by Fernando Tatis of the San Diego Padres, Andres Jimenez of Cleveland, and that is also going to Shannon, that RC. We have Satchel Paige of Cleveland, followed up by Will Crow of the Pittsburgh Pirates going to Shannon, and then Joey DiMaggio, Legacy Lithographs of the New York Yankees going to Shannon, followed by a Diamond Kings debut, Christian Pache of the Atlanta Braves RC going to Thomas, and a David Peterson RC of the New York Mets going to T-Man. We have Shane Bieber of Cleveland, followed by the Monte Harrison RC of the Miami Marlins going to Shannon, Hank Greenberg of Detroit, Letty Traveris of the Texas Rangers going to Mark, Harmon Killebrew of the Minnesota Twins going to Shannon, an aficionado Tris Speaker of the Boston Red Sox going to Shannon. What a throwback there. Then we have Luis Diaz of the Miami Marlins and a Diamond Kings debut, Dylan Carlson of the St. Louis Cardinals. That Miami Marlins going to Shannon and the Cardinals going to Ross. 5 packs left in this break. We have Alex Bregman of Houston, followed by Garrett Crochet of the Chicago White Sox RC going to Shannon, Walker Buehler of the Dodgers, Ryan Jeffers RC of the Minnesota Twins going to Shannon. And then our next portrait is going to be a Philadelphia Phillies RC, and that is Spencer Howard of the Phillies going to Joey G. Followed up by a Galaxy of Stars, Mookie Betts Galaxy of Stars, Max Scherzer of the Washington Nationals, and Matt Chapman of the Oakland Athletics. We've got Mickey Mantle of the New York Yankees, followed up by William Contreras of the Atlanta Braves RC, and that's going to Thomas. Then we've got Christian Yelich of the Milwaukee Brewers, Jesus Sanchez, RC of the Miami Marlins, going to Shannon. Pete Rose of the Cincinnati Reds. We have a filler right there, followed by an artist palette, Kyle Lewis of the Seattle Mariners. Those are always very pretty cards right there, and that's going to T-Man. Followed up by Kyle Lewis of Seattle and Alex Moran of the Philadelphia Phillies, going to Joey G. We have a Tampa Bay Rays RC going to T-Man. That's Shane McCallahan, followed by Ty Cobb of the Detroit Tigers, Miguel Cabrera of the Tigers, Braylon Marquez of the Chicago Cubs going to Shannon, and then we have the club, Ichiro of the Seattle Mariners going to T-Man. Followed up by a Tampa Bay Josh Fleming RC and going to T-Man. And then the Pittsburgh Pirates RC Jared Olivia going to Shannon. And here we go. Our next hit is going to be Ryan Weathers. The Ryan Weathers 2-patcher right there of the San Diego Padres. And that is going to Francisco. We have Kohai Era of the Texas Rangers going to Mark, followed by Alex Kirilloff of the Minnesota Twins going to Shannon. Then we have Aaron Judge of the New York Yankees going to Shannon as well. Ian Anderson of the Atlanta Braves, and that is going to Thomas. Joey Votto of the Cincinnati Reds. And then we have a Elegance, Tim Anderson of the Chicago White Sox, and that's heading to Shannon. Followed by Drew Rasmussen, Diamond Kings debut of the Milwaukee Brewers, and then a Jimmy Fox of the Boston Red Sox. We have Braxton Garrett of the Miami Marlins, and that is going to be going to Shannon, followed by Babe Ruth of the Yankees, Dylan Carlson of the St. Louis Cardinals going to Ross, Rogers Hornsby of the Cardinals as well. And then here we go. It is a member of the Brooklyn Dodgers, now the Los Angeles Dodgers, and that is Eddie Stanky, and that is going to be going to Shannon. Followed by a Legacy Lithographs, George Sisler of the St. Louis Cardinals, and then Walter Ashton of the Dodgers, and then a Diamond Kings debut, Christian Javier of Houston. Alrighty, let's run through these rooks. We have Christian Javier of Houston, Diamond Kings debut, followed by Dylan Carlson of the St. Louis Cardinals, Braxton Garrett of the Marlins, Diamond Kings debut, Drew Rasmussen of Milwaukee, Ian Anderson of Atlanta, Alex Kirilloff of the Twins, Kohai Area of Texas, Jared Olivia of Pittsburgh, Josh Fleming of Tampa Bay, Braylon Marquez of the Cubs, Shane McCallahan of Tampa Bay, Alex Bombaran of the Philadelphia Phillies, Jesus Sanchez of Miami, William Contreras of Atlanta, Ryan Jeffers of the Twins, Garrett Crochet of the White Sox, Dylan Carlson of the Cardinals, Lewin Diaz of Miami, Letty Taveras of Texas, Monte Harrison of the Marlins, David Peterson of the New York Mets, followed by Christian Pache, Diamond Kings debut of the Braves, Will Crow of Pittsburgh, Andres Jimenez of Cleveland, Luis Gonzalez of Chicago, Sheridan Apostle of Texas, Sixto Sanchez of the Miami Marlins, Tyler Stevenson of the Cincinnati Reds going to Shannon, Ryan Mountcastle of Baltimore, Clark Schmidt of the Yankees, Tyler Stevenson of Cincinnati, Chris Bubik of Kansas City, Jose Garcia of Cincinnati, Nate Pearson of Toronto, the Brady Singer Diamond Kings debut of Kansas City, Isaac Paredes of Detroit, Alex Kirilloff Diamond Kings debut, and then Estevan Florial of the New York Yankees. Alrighty, let's grab these featured cards. First, we have the Elegance Christian Pache RC of the Braves going to Thomas. An Artist Palette, Kyle Lewis of the Seattle Mariners going to T-Man. Followed up by a Club Mark McGuire of the Cardinals going to Ross. Then we have 2 Legacy lithographs, Joey DiMaggio of the Yankees and Johnny Bench of Cincinnati. Have fun, Shannon. And then we have some portraits. Our 2 gray portraits are going to be Spencer Howard RC in the Grover Cleveland of the Philadelphia Phillies. And then our plum portrait is Eddie Stanky. Eddie Stanky of the Brooklyn Dodgers, now the Los Angeles Dodgers. And then we have 2 memorabilia / auto cards. We have the Ryan Weathers dual patch of the Padres going to Francisco, and Tristan McKenzie, the dual patch auto, 14 out of 99, and that is of Cleveland going to Shannon. And there we have it, folks. That is the end of break 981, and we will be right back from BT Field for some 2021 Chronicles football. We are back from BT Field and ready for this 2021 Chronicles draft picks. But first, we have to auction off 2 or 3 teams. The first is going to be a 2-pack of NFC long-standing teams right there. Some of our legendary teams. One team that thinks they're America's team, and one team from up there in the North Country. We have the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers, and we're starting the bidding on them at $5. $5 for the Cowboys Packers 2-pack. T-Man with 5. Do we have 10? Alrighty, let's count it down for $5 right here. Oh, Mario, did your payment come in? Let me double check. Hold on a second, gentlemen. One moment. We had this. Did you just pay? 1 second. Sorry, T-Man, that bid is no longer there. Yes, that payment came in. That payment just was received. Mario, we've got that. We're gonna add you to this right now. I'm gonna just do it manually, and can you just ask Dan to update it when he gets a chance? And also tell him to check for the next break because one of the awaiting teams is now paid. Alrighty, Mario. So we've received that payment. I apologize about that. You're all set. Sometimes if it's paid after a certain time, we just don't get it in. But we're good to go now. So you know what? This works out though. We're gonna do. I believe this was an NFC Championship matchup quite a few years ago. So we have. Oh. Yeah, it had lift. Okay, got it. No problem. Mario got it. I apologize about that. For some reason, eBay just let us know about that payment, but we're good. It is your team, and will be listed as such. All right, now we're gonna do a 2-pack of what I believe was an NFC Championship game just a few years ago. It's gonna be the 49ers and the Packers, and we're gonna start the bidding at $10. $10 from Cynthia. 10 from Cynthia. Do we have 15? We have 15 from T-Man. Do we have 20? The 49ers went for $38. $38 last night, and unfortunately that payment was not made. $15 from T-Man. Do we have 20? And you know, I think we're due for a nice Trey Lance hit. We've hit a bunch of his cards, but we haven't hit any of the patches or any of the autos, and we've hit those for Trevor Lawrence, we've hit those for Justin Fields, and we've hit those for Mac Jones. 20 from Rich Dog. Do we have 25? 25 from Cynthia. Do we have 30? Do we have 30 for this 49ers Packers combo? All right, we are going to start the bidding or the countdown right now. 30 seconds are going to go on the timer. Get your bids in. Get your bids in before the 30 seconds, then the highest bid will count. And if it's close, we will take a picture and show you because it goes by the order right here. 30 by David, 30 by David. And now the countdown is going to start. $30 seconds, $30 still the high bid. $15 on the clock. I have a feeling that there's going to be some snipe attempts here. 10 seconds remaining. 3. Countdown is complete. Countdown is complete. David has it. David has it for 30. And David, you know what to do. Drop that link in the PayPal. Drop that link in PayPal. I was watching that elite first off the line. Didn't make a purchase yet. Down to 315. If it drops any lower, we're certainly going to make a buy on it. I've got the credit card out. I'll have to be doing double duty. All right, while we wait to receive that payment, we're going to do our first keyword giveaway. First keyword giveaway. You ready, John? Yes. Alrighty, you're going to have 1 minute to guess the movie. 1 minute to guess the movie, and it's going to be delete. Delete is the keyword. Eternal Sunshine and Spotless Mind, incorrect. Eraser, no. We've received payment. Eraser is incorrect. $40 seconds until this price drop on the Donruss Elite Foil. First off the line. Right now it's at 316. Alrighty. The teams are loaded, and we are about to get started here. That Donruss Elite's down to 300. All right, here we go. This is break 982, the 2021 Chronicles Draft Picks. Pick your team. Six cards per pack right here. Or 8 cards per pack, 6 packs. My mistake. I just misspoke. Harry, I keep getting greedy. I'm like, wait for one more drop. Wait for 2 more drops. Like, all right, we've got Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams of the Denver Broncos going to Jake, followed by Rashad Bateman. Rashad Bateman of the Baltimore Ravens going to Mike in his first break with BreakTraders, El Diablo. And then we have Travis Etienne of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Jacob, followed by Terrace Marshall Jr. Terrace Marshall Jr. of the Carolina Panthers going to El Diablo as well. And then we have a Zachary Wilson. Zach Wilson of the New York Jets going to Jacob, followed up by Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, the Trevor Lawrence rated rookie of the Jacksonville Jaguars, also going to Jacob. And then we have another Rashad Bateman of the Baltimore Ravens, and that's going to El Diablo. And then we have a memorabilia, and it is going to be a substantial swatch, the full coverage Najee Harris of the Alabama Crimson Tide, now a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that's going to Jake. Alrighty, here we go. I gotta say, Chronicles, by far my favorite rookie product here. And hey, take 20% off your next buy-in into a Chronicles break with using the promo code CHRON77. That'll be active throughout the rest of the day. We have Rashad Bateman of the Baltimore Ravens going to El Diablo, followed by Justin Fields. Justin Fields of the Chicago Bears going to Jack. Then we have Tylan Wallace of the Baltimore Ravens going to El Diablo. And then our auto is going to be Darren Hall. We've gotten quite a few of him recently. Darren Hall of the Atlanta Falcons going to El Diablo. Not quite the Falcons auto we pulled last night. That was the 1 out of 9. 1 out of 9 for for Kyle Pitts. We have Kylan Hill of the Green Bay Packers going to David, followed by Devonta Smith of the Philadelphia Eagles going to Kyle. Kyle, welcome to BreakTraders. And then it's Chubba Hubbard of the Carolina Panthers going to El Diablo, and Elijah Molden of the Tennessee Titans going to Harry. We have Seth Williams of the Denver Broncos going to Jake, followed up by Najee Harris of the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Jake, followed up by a Justin Fields score of the Chicago Bears going to Jack. Then we've got the Prestige Justin Fields of the Bears as well, followed by Mr. Kyle Trask of Tampa Bay going to El Diablo. Kwity Paye of the Indianapolis Colts going to Jake. Kenneth Gainwell of the Philadelphia Eagles going to Kyle. And then we have Rashad Bateman of the Baltimore Ravens going to El Diablo. Alrighty, halfway through this break. We have Kellen Mond of the Minnesota Vikings going to going to Richard. Richard, welcome to BreakTraders, followed by Travis Etienne of the Jacksonville Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence of the Jacksonville Jaguars as well. Both of those going to Jacob. We had a filler right there, followed up by a Dylan Moses of the Jaguars, Terrace Marshall Jr. of the Carolina Panthers, Jalen Waddle of the Miami Dolphins going to Josh, and then a select Najee Harris of the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Jake. And then our auto is going to be a Marquez Stevenson. There we go. A Buffalo Bill Marquez Stevenson going to Darren White. Your AFC East champions of 2020, most likely repeating in 2021, and hopefully your AFC champions in 2021. $283 on that Donruss Elite first off the line. Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguars as well. Then we have a Jamie Newman of the Philadelphia Eagles. Jamie Newman of the Eagles going to Kyle. And then our auto is going to be Brevin Jordan. Brevin Jordan of the Houston Texans. Brevin Jordan of the Houston Texans going to Harry, followed by Chubba Hubbard. Then we have a Devonta Smith of the Philadelphia Eagles, followed by Travis Etienne of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Jamie Newman of the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't even know. I have no idea what's going on. We have a Mac Jones of the New England Patriots, followed by Trevor Lawrence of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Jacob. Then we have Najee Harris of the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Jake. Then we have Trevor Lawrence of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Jacob. We have a filler. Then we have another Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguars going to Jacob as well, followed by Kyle Trask of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to El Diablo. Then we have a Justin Fields of the Chicago Bears going to Jack, and Jamar Chase of the Cincinnati Bengals going to El Diablo. Alrighty, let's go through these featured rookies rundown. We have Justin Fields of the Chicago Bears going to Jack, Kyle Trask of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to El Diablo, Trevor Lawrence of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Jacob, Trevor Lawrence again of the Jags going to Jacob, Najee Harris of the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Chronicles base edition going to Jake, Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguars going to Jacob, Mac Jones of the New England Patriots going to Jacob, Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguars going to Jacob, Trevor Lawrence again of the Jaguars, followed by Kellen Mond of the Minnesota Vikings going to Richard. Then we have Kyle Trask of Tampa Bay, Justin Fields of Chicago, and all of those going to Jack, followed by Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguars going to Jacob, and Zach Wilson of the New York Jets going to Jacob as well. Alrighty, let's look. Alrighty, we've got some autos right here. We have Darren Hall Brevin Jordan and Marquez Stevenson. Brevin Jordan of the Houston Texans, Darren Hall of the Falcons, and Marquez Stevenson of the Buffalo Bills. And then here we go. The big hitter out of this one is the full coverage Najee Harris. Full coverage Najee Harris of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that is going to Jake. Alrighty. That is the end of break 982. Break 982 of the Chronicles Draft Picks Hobby One Boxer is over. And here we go. We are about to move forward to the break 983, the Prism One Box Pick Your Team. Harry, that Donruss Elite down to 266.67. I'm waiting for another price drop. Alrighty, we are back from the hardwood. Back from the hardwood right here. And we do have one team to auction off. One team to auction off for this one. Hey, Big Haas. Alrighty, we are gonna shortly get to this Knicks auction. Alrighty, we do have to auction off the Knicks. We're going to start the bidding for them at $5. $5 for the Knicks. T-Man, we're just ignoring it. Like, we know who's really going to be bidding on these, so I'm not too concerned about any of them. $5 for the Knicks from Cynthia. $5 from Cynthia. $5 from Cynthia. 10 from Daniel Duffy. 10 from Daniel Duffy. 10 from Daniel Duffy. Do we have 15? 15 from any of our current BreakTraders customers? Unfortunately, we can't accept any bids from Twitch at this time. 10 from Daniel Duffy. Do we have 15? We're going to start the countdown. 30 seconds is on the clock. Get your bids in by the end of the 30 seconds. Alrighty, the countdown is complete. The countdown is complete. $10 from Daniel Duffy. Daniel, you know what to do. Drop the payment to our PayPal. The link is in the chat. Oh, I've got it. Daniel, you know what to do. Send that link in the chat. In the meantime, type delete in the chat to be entered to win our next giveaway. Daniel, thank you for that payment. Gold Gamer YT, you can go to BreakTraders.com, BreakTraders.com to buy in. We also do eBay breaks. Sorry, I didn't see your message above. Obviously dealing with some issues there, but we are working on getting that corrected. Delete in the chat. John, can we get a countdown?
Sure. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is Gold Gamer XDYT.
There we go. Gold Gamer winning the giveaway. Gold Gamer with the giveaway victory here, and he's getting the Donruss Optic Blaster Pack. We have Keenan Allen, followed by Mark Andrews, Jerry Jeudy Elite Series rookies, and a T. Higgins rated rookie. All right, Gold Gamer, so what you have to do, either let us know if you're in one of the current breaks, tell us the break number and the team you're in, or email support@breaktraders.com with your information, for your shipping information. Perfect. Thanks, John. Alrighty. As soon as we confirm that we've received that payment from Daniel Duffy, we will get rocking and rolling. Also, that Donruss Elite Series down to 250. Oh man, I'm gonna wait the minute, and then we are gonna have to make a purchase here. I do like the additional autos, and we've never offered a first off the line for a break, so why not? I'm checking. Yep, got it. We're good. We have the payment. 10. I'll load them. They're loaded. Alrighty, we have all the teams loaded here. All the teams loaded here. And we will be getting into this break in just about 13 seconds. Got it, T-Man. So I probably won't be able to get in and make the purchase. It says the drop is right now, and it's down to 239 or 233. So Golder Game, you can go to BreakTraders.com to buy into any of the breaks that we have available. And you can use new BT. New BT will allow you to... Oh yeah, it won't let me create an account. Oh well. Alrighty, here we go. This is break 983, the 2020-2021 Prism One Box. Pick your team. $12 packs in here. 12 cards per pack. '2021 absolute basketball. We do. Jarrett Culver of the Timberwolves. Then we have a Grant Riller RC. Grant Riller RC of the Charlotte Hornets. Followed up by Taurean Prince of the Nets. Nerlens Noel of the Thunder. Dennis Rodman of the Bulls. Jamal Murray of the Nuggets. And then we have a silver Peyton Pritchard of the Boston Celtics. That's going to be going to Dan. Welcome to Break Traders, Dan. And then we have a red Kelly Oubre Jr. of the Phoenix Suns going to AJ. Followed up by the throwback LeBron James. Of the Los Angeles Lakers going to Jan. Yeah, we have an absolute break up there. And I could also get you personal boxes as well at a great price. You can always email me at joe@breaktraders.com. John, do you mind throwing that email into the chat? Allen Iverson of Philadelphia, Jeff Teague of Atlanta, Montrezl Harrell of the Clippers. And we're now on to the second pack. We have Nick Richards of the Charlotte Hornets going to Jeff, followed by OG Anunoby of the Raptors, Zach LaVine of the Bulls, Duncan. Oh, they are off. On the left side, I didn't put the hawk in, so it screwed it up. Just fixed it. The names I've been reading are right because I'm reading from a different one. Thanks, Cynthia. Appreciate that. Duncan Robinson of the Heat. Bam Adebayo of the Heat. Dwayne Wade of the Heat as well. And then the Disco Prism, Paul George of the Los Angeles Clippers. And that is going to be going to Spencer. Spencer, welcome to Break Traders. Followed up by the blue Marquise Chris of the Golden State Warriors. Then we have a fearless Jason Williams, Matthew Dellavedova, Malik Monk of the Hornets, and Bogdan Bogdanovic of the Jazz. Followed up by Trey Jones of the Spurs RC, and that's going to AJ. Rui Hachimura of the Wizards, DeJounte Murray of the Spurs, Giannis of the Bucks, Pascal Siakam of the Raptors, the silver Blake Griffin of the Detroit Pistons going to Alex. Then we have a red Duncan Robinson of the Miami Heat going to Ben. Followed up by a downtown Zion Williamson of the New Orleans Pelicans, going to a new member of the Break Traders community. Welcome, Anuzit. Then we have Brooke Lopez of the Bucks, Michael Porter Jr. of the Nuggets, Paul Millsap of the Nuggets, and Jeff Green of the Rockets. Ennis Canner of the Celtics, followed by a Vernon Carey Jr. of the Charlotte Hornets, going to Jeff. Cole Anthony, RC of the Orlando Magic, going to AJ, followed by Anthony Davis of the Lakers, Karl Anthony Towns of the Timberwolves, Ben Simmons of the 76ers, Austin Rivers of the Rockets, and then we have a Patty Mills blue, and that is out of 125 of the San Antonio Spurs, going to AJ. And here it comes. We have our first auto, and that is going to be Mr. Kevin Huerter, the sensational signatures of the Atlanta Hawks, going to Josh. And he had a phenomenal playoff run for the Hawks for sure there. Contavious Caldwell-Pope of the Lakers, Victor Oladipo of the Pacers, and Sekou Doumbouya of the Pistons. We have Jonathan Isaac of the Magic, Kelly Oubre Jr. of the Suns, Zeke Naji, RC of the Denver Nuggets, going to Andrew, followed by Kyrie Irving of the Nets, Ivica Zubac of the Clippers, Carmelo Anthony of the Trailblazers, Dennis Schroeder Disco of the Oklahoma City Thunder, going to Gerald, followed up by the red Utah Jazz right there. The red Utah Donovan Mitchell of the Jazz, going to Ben. And then a downtown Giannis of the Milwaukee Bucks, going to AJ. Followed up by Gary Harris of the Nuggets, Devonta Graham of the Hornets, and Tim Duncan of the Spurs. Lonzo Ball of the Pelicans, followed by Robert Woodard II of the Sacramento Kings. 216 it looks like for that Don Russell Lee. James Harden of the Rockets, Cam Reddish of the Hawks, Juan Hernangomez of the Timberwolves, Dwight Howard of the Lakers, a widescreen Zion Williamson of the New Orleans Pelicans, going to Anuzet. The widescreen of the Pelicans, going to Anuza. John Morant, Fireworks, Klay Thompson of the Warriors, Joe Harris of the Nets, Kobe White of the Bulls, and Delino Gallinari of the Thunder. We have Emmanuel Quickley of the New York Knicks. Going to Daniel, followed by Isaiah Stewart, the Rochester boy right there. Isaiah Stewart of the Detroit Pistons. We have Mitchell Robinson of the Knicks, followed by Troy Brown Jr. of the Wizards, Lou Williams of the Clippers, the silver Rudy Gay, the red Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat. Red Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat, followed by Dirk Nowitzki of the Mavs, Cam Jordan of the Suns, Rudy Gay of the Spurs, Blake Griffin of the Pistons, and Jackson Hayes of the Pelicans. CJ Ellaby of the Trailblazers, and that is going to be going to Spencer, followed by Miles Turner of the Pacers, the Desmond Bain RC of the Grizzlies. Then we have Joel Embiid of the 76ers, Mike Conley of the Jazz. I'll give a little crash course in break traders right after we're done with the next break, Gold Gamer. Otto Porter of the Bulls, Nikola Jokic of the Nuggets, a blue George Hill out of 199 of the Milwaukee Bucks, going to AJ, followed up by a auto, and it is going to be a Denver Nugget. That's a rookie signatures, R.J. Hampton. RJ Hampton of the Denver Nuggets going to Andrew. Andrew in their first break with BreakTraders. Welcome, Andrew. We have Chris Paul of the Thunder, Kristaps Porzingis of the Mavs, and Drew Holiday of the Pelicans. Skylar Mars of the Atlanta Hawks. Skylar Mars of the Atlanta Hawks going to Josh. Followed up by Kendrick Nunn of the Heat. The Killian Hayes RC of the Detroit Pistons. Then we've got Mo Bamba of the Orlando Magic. Dennis Schroeder of the Thunder. Zion Williamson base of the Pelicans. The silver Eric Paschall. Then we have a red Josh Green RC of the Dallas Mavericks going to Weston. Giannis of the Bucks. Luka Doncic of the Mavs. Tristan Thompson of the Cavs. And Gordon Hayward of the Celtics. Langston Galloway of the Pistons, followed by Tyler Bay. Tyler Bay of the Dallas Mavericks. Jeremiah Grant of the Nuggets. Chris Dunn of the Bulls. Steven Adams of the Thunder. The silver Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, followed by Zeke Naji, red RC of the Denver Nuggets, going to Andrew. Kemba Walker of the Celtics. DeAndre Ayton of the Suns. Dorian Finney-Smith of the Mavs. Tyus Jones of the Grizzlies. And Malcolm Brogdon of the Pacers. One second, folks. I apologize. I'm just having a quick technical issue. One moment. Oh boy. Well, finally the account got created on Panini and they are out. We've got Kawhi Leonard of the Clippers, Udoka Azubuike of the Utah Jazz going to Ben. Followed up by Wesley Matthews of the Bucks, Jaren Jackson of the Grizzlies, Thomas Satoransky of the Bulls, Patrick Beverley of the Clippers, a silver Xavier Tillman, followed by the disco throwback Damian Lillard of the Portland Trailblazers, and that's going to be going to Spencer. The fireworks, Devin Booker, Robert Williams III, Frank Kaminsky of the Suns, and Eric Bledsoe of the Bucks. We have Colin Sexton of the Cavs, Aaron Naismith RC, of the Boston Celtics going to Dan in their first break with BreakTraders, Bruce Brown of the Pistons, Terrence Davis of the Raptors, Josh Okogie of the Timberwolves, Frank of the New York Knicks, the disco variation, Elijah Hughes of the Utah Jazz going to Ben. And then we're going to have an orange, and that is out of 60, Otto Porter Jr. of the Chicago Bulls going to Christie. Followed up by the widescreen, Zion Williamson, the widescreen Zion. We got two of those in this break of the Pelicans. Aaron Holiday of the Pacers, Link Dort of the Thunder, and Royce O'Neal of the Jazz. Alrighty, let's run through these rookies. Aaron Naismith of the Celtics, Xavier Tillman, silver of the Grizzlies, Udoka Azubuike of the Jazz, Zeke Naji of the Nuggets, Tyler Bay of the Mavs, Josh Green of the Mavs, Killian Hayes of the Pistons, Skylar Mars of the Hawks, Desmond Bane of the Grizzlies, CJ Ellaby of the Trailblazers, Isaiah Stewart of the Pistons, Emmanuel Quickley of the Knicks, Robert Woodard II of the Kings, Zeke Naji of the Nuggets, Cole Anthony of the Magic, Vernon Carey Jr. of the Hornets, Trey Jones of the Spurs, Nick Richards of the Hornets, Peyton Pritchard, silver of the Celtics, and Grant Riller of the Hornets. And now on to our featured cards. We've got a couple downtowns. We have Zion Williamson and Giannis. Zion Williamson of the Pelicans and Giannis of the Bucks, followed by 2 widescreen Zions, 1 silver and 1 regular of the Pelicans going to Anuza. And then we have our throwbacks. We have Damian Lillard with the disco throwback and LeBron James with the regular throwback there. Followed up by our disco variation RC, and that's Elijah Hughes of the Utah Jazz going to Dustin. Welcome to BreakTraders, Dustin. Appreciate you being with us this evening. And then we have 2 autos. The first made a name for himself in this playoffs for the Atlanta Hawks. That's Kevin Huerter. And then R.J. Hampton of the Nuggets. Kevin Huerter going to Josh, and R.J. Hampton of the Nuggets going to Andrew. Welcome to BreakTraders, Andrew. I hope you're happy with the walking away with an auto in your first break. And there we go. That is the end of break 983. End of the break 983, and we will be right back from BreakTraders Field. Alrighty, here we go. We are back. Gold Gamer, yes, let me just give a brief explanation here. So we have breaks posted. We have 2 different types of breaks that we run. We have breaks that we post on our eBay channel. Those listings are scheduled for a certain time, and so you bid on those in an auction style on eBay. And then we have our breaks on Shopify. Anything on our Shopify, that will be opened once it's filled. So you would go to BreakTraders, BreakTraders.com, and then let's say you wanted to go, you'd look at our baseball right there. You see this absolute baseball, 9 spots left. So that could end up filling. That would fill probably within the next week or so. So the Shopify breaks we don't have at a scheduled time. It's based on when they fill. So if they fill during a show, we break them right there during that show. If they fill not in a show, we schedule them for our next show. Yes, we actually have 2 teams available here. We're going to package them together, Andrew. And then here, what we're doing now is we're auctioning off teams that were purchased on our purchased on eBay, but then didn't get paid in time. So right now we're going to auction off 2 teams. The bidding will start at $5. The bidding goes up in increments of 5. And then if you do win a break, we then just ask that you pay via PayPal. And then once we receive your payment, we start the break. So here we go. It's the New York Jets and the Houston Texans for $5. $5 for the Jets top. $5 for Dan. We have Andrew has the top. Andrew has the top bid at $5. Andrew has the top bid at $5 for this combo of the Jets and Texans. He got it in before Daniel DeCrane and Daniel Duffy. Nope, you're still good, Andrew. It's whoever has the top bid first. So you're still good at $5. Do we have $10? Alrighty, looks like $5 is the high bid. We'll start the countdown. 30 seconds. Alrighty, looks like Andrew, you won it. Send $5 to the chat. In the meantime, $5 to the chat. In the meantime, we will do our next giveaway clue. Right here. The next movie keyword giveaway is coming up shortly. How those work is we will type a keyword in the chat, and you'll have 1 minute to guess the movie based on the keywords. And then you can also just type the keyword in the chat to be entered to win a random giveaway. So skill is the keyword right there. Alrighty, skill in the chat. Have we had a correct movie guest? Skill in the chat. Any movie guesses? I haven't seen any yet. Movie giveaway guessing has ended. Alrighty. Andrew won both of those teams too, John. And he's ready to go. He has sent his payment. I got it. Alrighty. We've got the teams loaded. Here we go. This is break 984, the 2020 Chronicles one box. Pick your team. We've got the 6 packs right here. We have Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills, followed by Alvin Kamara of the Saints. And then we're going to have an auto right off the bat. And it is out of 49, and that is Kenneth Murray of the Los Angeles Chargers. Kenneth Murray of the Chargers going to Tao Lin. Followed up by Michael Pittman Jr. of the Indianapolis Colts. Another Kenneth Murray RC. Kenneth Murray of the Los Angeles Chargers. Followed up by Lynn Bowden Jr. out of 199. Then we have Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts of the Philadelphia Eagles going to Travis. And Jalen Rager of the Eagles going to Travis as well. We have Dak Prescott of the Dallas Cowboys, followed by Deebo Samuel of the Giants. Woo, baby! We have, it's a Tua, the Tua auto, the Tua rated rookie auto of the Dolphins going to Javier. There we go. Nice hit. Followed by Zach Moss of the Buffalo Bills. Zach Moss of the Buffalo Bills going to Dan. Antonio Gibson of the Washington Football Team going to Haley. Isaiah Simmons of the Arizona Cardinals going to Dan. And Jerry Jeudy of the Denver Broncos going to Connor. And J.K. Dobbins of the Baltimore Ravens going to Dan. Yeah, those came out quick. We have J.J. Watt of the Houston Texans, followed by Warren Moon of the Tennessee Titans. And then we have our first Prism Black of this one, and it's a big boy, and that is a Herbie! Justin Herbert of the Los Angeles Chargers going to Tao Lin. And we mag up those Prism Blacks here. Well, if they're big boys. Then we have Jalen Hurts of the Philadelphia Eagles, Joe Burrow of the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow of the Bengals, Justin Herbert Luminance of the Chargers, followed by Antonio Gibson of the Washington Football Team, and KJ Hamler of the Denver Broncos, going to Connor. Kyler Murray of the Arizona Cardinals, followed by Clyde Edwards-Helaire, base RC of the Chiefs. Matty Ryan of the Atlanta Falcons, followed by Henry Ruggs III of the Raiders, going to Dan. Then we have Darrell Williams of the Kansas City Chiefs going to Connor. Jerry Jeudy out of 199 of the Denver Broncos going to Connor. The Jordan Love Dynagon of the Green Bay Packers going to Matthew. And Darnell Mooney of the Chicago Bears going to Tito. Aaron Rodgers of the Packers, followed by Marshall Faulk of the Rams. And then we have a Chicago Bear, and that is Nicholas Chubb of the Cleveland Browns. Sorry, the Cleveland Browns going to Dan. Followed up by Henry Ruggs III of the Raiders. Henry Ruggs III of the Raiders. Clyde Edwards-Helaire of the Kansas City Chiefs. Henry Ruggs going to Dan, and the Kansas City Chiefs going to Connor, followed by Christian McCaffrey out of 99 of the Carolina Panthers going to Dan. Then we have T. Higgins of the Cincinnati Bengals going to Andrew, and Jake Fromm of the Buffalo Bills going to Dan. And we're on to the last pack. Roquan Smith of the Chicago Bears, followed by Curtis Martin of the Jets. Then we have a Score Tua of the Miami Dolphins going to Javier, followed by Cam Akers of the Los Angeles Rams going to James. Tyler Johnson of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Kenneth. A Denzel Mims out of 99 blue, and that is going to be going to Andrew with the Jets. Chase Claypool with the Prism Black with the Steelers And that is going to be going to Jake, followed by CD Lamb of the Dallas Cowboys to wrap up that box. Let's run these rookies down. We have CD Lamb of the Cowboys going to Connor, followed by Denzel Mims out of 99 of the New York Jets going to Andrew. Then we've got Tyler Johnson of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Kenneth. Cam Akers of the Los Angeles Rams going to James. Tua of the Dolphins to Javier. Jake Fromm of the Buffalo Bills going to Dan. T. Higgins of the Bengals going to Andrew, followed by Clyde Edwards-Helaire of the Kansas City Chiefs going to Connor. Henry Ruggs III of the Raiders going to Dan. Darnell Mooney, Clear Vision of the Bears going to Tito. Jordan Love of the Packers to Matthew. The Jerry Jeudy out of 199 of the Broncos going to Connor. Darrell Williams of the Chiefs going to Connor. Henry Ruggs III of the Raiders going to Dan. Clyde Edwards-Helaire base of the Kansas City Chiefs going to Connor. KJ Hamler of the Broncos going to Connor. Antonio Gibson of the Washington Football Team to Haley. Justin Herbert of the Chargers to Tao Lin. Joe Burrow of the Bengals to Andrew. Jalen Hurts of the Eagles going to Travis. Then we have J.K. Dobbins, Clear Vision of the Ravens going to Dan. Jerry Jeudy Dynagon of the Broncos to Connor. Isaiah Simmons of the Cardinals to Dan. Antonio Gibson to Haley. Zach Moss of the Bills going to Dan. Jalen Reagor of the Eagles going to Travis. Jalen Hurts of the Eagles to Travis. Lynn Bowden Jr. out of 199 of the Dolphins going to Javier. Kenneth Murray of the Chargers going to Tao Lin. And Michael Pittman Jr. of the Colts going to Connor. And let's look at these featured cards. First, we have the Prism Black Chase Claypool. Prism Black Chase Claypool of the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Jake. Then we had the Nick Chubb out of 299 and the Kenneth Murray out of 49. That Nick Chubb of the Cleveland Browns going to Dan and Kenneth Murray out of 49 of the Chargers going to Tao Lin. And then we had two big quarterbacks. First, we had the Tua auto, the Tua rated rookie auto. And then we had the Prism Black Silver Justin Herbert of the Chargers. That Tua going to Javier and that Justin Herbert of the Chargers going to Tao Lin. And there we have it, folks. That is the end of break 984. And it looks like it's the end of the day, but first we have to do the giveaway for skill. If you're still with us, type skill in the chat. Skill in the chat to be entered to win. John, can we get a countdown?
Sure. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is John Perillo.
John Perillo with skill, and he gets a Donruss Optic. Johnny P, way to be. Derek Carr, followed by Kelvin Ridley, the James Morgan rated rookie, and Josh Uche of the Patriots. There you go.
Thanks.
Alrighty. There we go, folks. There we have it. That is the end of today's breaks. Thank you so much for joining us for this Midday Madness. We can't wait to see you tomorrow night. Remember, we've got a lot of great breaks closing on eBay this evening. We've got two of each mixers. One mixer is a Football 2020 mixer. That's Prism No Huddle Football, Mosaic Hobby, and Chronicles Hobby mixer. We have two of those. One that's going to be on the BT East Coast show that starts at 7:30. One in the BT West Coast show starting at 10:30. And then we have two basketball breaks. Prism Hobby Basketball, Contenders Basketball Hobby and Revolution Basketball Hobby. In those, we also have one of those each in the 7:30 BT East Coast and the 10:30 BT West Coast. In addition, we'll see you all tomorrow for the Luminance release party. We've already got 2 breaks filled for the Luminance, and we've got even more to rock and roll with. And you can get in there with LRP 25. 25% off all Luminance breaks for tomorrow night's release party. Once again, thank you to John, Dan, and Zerk that were here with us today at the BreakTraders. And then thank you all to the BreakTraders community. We couldn't do it without you, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Have a great day.